ahead and hit record so that we can record for our girls that are not here live. So hello, good afternoon, everybody. I'm so excited that you guys are on this call. It's so cool to see your guys' faces. Right now, I have food on the stove. I have a meal prep going on, so I don't want to leave it out there for too long. But I wanted to get on here today and talk to you guys and also answer. We're going to open it up for any questions that you guys may have in terms of, I'm getting a lot of questions in regards to nutrition, and I realize that some people want to know what kind of bread I'm eating, if I am eating bread, what kind of peanut butter am I using in my shakes, because not all things are created equal in our grocery store. So I wanted to make sure that I answer those and address those things today. So like I said, I want to respect everyone's time. I know everybody wants to hang out with their families and kind of just be in chill mode today. So I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. But I wanted to really talk to you guys about habits. And we're going to be approaching our second week. And habits are usually formed in what's that weird number that they say is like 21 days. I believe it takes a lot longer than that. I think that a lot of us coming into this group are undoing and rewiring ourselves based on things that we thought we learned or who we thought we were. Like, we're having to relearn so many different things. So I wanted to help you guys with some tangible action steps that will help you kind of rewire your brain into thinking in a more positive way when it comes to your fitness and when it comes to being in situations where the food choices aren't the best choices. Or you're placed in like a social situation where you feel that pressure, you feel that discomfort if you are not participating in what everybody's doing. So I'm listening to the book right now called Atomic Habits, and it is super good. I don't know let me look it up real quick because I'm huge on audiobooks. So I went on a walk yesterday and I've been listening to it as I get ready. But I really love the part where he started talking about, it's by James Clear. And again, it's called Atomic Habits. I highly recommend you listen to it. That, along with podcasts, has definitely helped me with my mindset. And something that he really talked about was rewiring your brain from bad habits. And the example that he was using specifically was for somebody who was smoking. And usually, you're going to pick up the habits from the people that are closest to you. So closest to you, the masses, and the powerful. The closest to you are going to be the people that you're around the most, right? Like the whole sympathy weight thing with your spouse or your partner or whatever. They tend to gain weight because when you're pregnant, you're eating whatever you want. So in turn, they do it too. That's why they always say, surround yourself with you are the culmination of the 5 people closest to you. You want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people that understand you. If you are struggling, don't talk to somebody who doesn't know what you're going through. You want to generally talk to somebody who is going through the same things as you. So that could be somebody in your challenge group. This week, I'm going to work on pairing you guys up as success partners. I have a success partner in my business, and I think that we can definitely use success partners within our fitness. We can check in with each other on a more really kind of intimate basis. So more on that to come. I'll probably send a list out. If I get some time tomorrow, I'll send that out. But it's super important that you are creating those habits and falling on the shoulders of people that are actually doing what you're doing. So something that I wanted to share with you guys that I thought was brilliant is kind of just setting your mindset around what we're doing now, right? So many people start and fail. They start their fitness and then they fail. They start to eat really good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're like, YOLO, whatever. I'm just going to eat whatever. And then it falls into this cycle of by Monday, you feel bloated, you feel disgusting, you feel like you just undid all the hard work that you did. And I want you guys to break out of that cycle. And one of the things is how you are thinking about what thoughts you were thinking of in terms of you getting fit, right? So when you get to a workout and you're like, oh man, and you've been putting it off all day, or you just don't feel like doing it. We don't always feel like doing our workouts, right? Instead of saying, oh crap, I still need to work out. I have to work out today because, you know, so-and-so, I have this accountability group and yada, yada, yada. Instead of saying, I have to work out, change the mindset and change one word in that sentence and say, I get to work out, right? Like, it's so much easier, and you're not lying to yourself because both are true. But you're rewiring your mind in the sense that it's more of a positive thing. So say I didn't run on Friday and I was like, damn it, I didn't run. I got down on myself and I'm like, damn, I'm a fraud, yada, yada, yada. Instead of sulking in that on Saturday, I really didn't want to yesterday, but the kids wanted to get on their bikes. I reframed it and I said, I get to lace my shoes up, work on my endurance, and spend time with my kids as well. So it's really all about just making those small tweaks in your personal narrative so that it's not so dreadful and it becomes something that you see as a positive, right? Like, damn, I hate working legs. I see girls posting about it all the time. I love working legs. They're like, I hate working legs. That was really hard and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's hard. I am sore AF right now. I'm hurting right now. But I know that working legs is going to help with my posture, is going to help me stand upright better. It's going to help me stay in a seated position. Like it's just functionally so much better for you to work your legs and have strong glutes, strong quads, and everything like that. So, and for me, my worst is arms. Like, I don't like working my upper body. It's super freaking weak. I feel super weak every time I have to work my core. And that was kind of a resounding comment that everybody was leaving, right? For those of us who've had kids, like, we've neglected our cores for quite some time. So instead of seeing Core Inferno and being like, damn, I have to do core for like 25 minutes, say, I get to work my core. I am working on my strength and I cannot wait until I can do these movements full out without modification. And even if I don't get there, that's fine because I know I'm working towards a better me. So you're reframing it into a more positive light. And then once you start with that personal narrative, you're going to be able to catch yourself when you start to get into those negative thought patterns and then flip it into a more positive, and habits start forming. It just starts becoming, it becomes second nature for you to start talking to yourself in that way. Mornings. I know mornings were dreadful for a lot of us to start, you guys. I started my personal morning process, and I started that routine when Jojo was 4 months old. Like, sleep regression was real. That shit was hard. My kids were home with me. They started a brand new school on top of that. And I knew that it was going to be difficult AF. I knew that I wasn't going to want to do it every day, but I knew also of the benefits. So rather than saying I have to get up early to get what I need to do, I say, I get to wake up. I choose to wake up because I know that by waking up early, it sets the tone for my day. I'm more patient with my children. I can get more stuff done around the house before the baby wakes up. And I am just setting a positive intention for myself before anybody else needs me in my day, right? So it's those small tweaks. And I know it sounds so overly simplistic, and I know that it sounds like easier said than done, but I promise you that as soon as you can catch yourself in those thought patterns, first of all, stop yourself whenever you start to get there, or allow yourself to feel the feelings, but don't stay there. The worst you can do is stay there. That's when motivation tanks, when you start getting into those negative thoughts. That's when all of it will go away. So when you get into that moment, first of all, get into a state of gratitude. If you need to, talk to your success partner, talk to your coach, and then move on from it and see what I can do to prioritize myself, what I can do to prioritize my sanity, my mental health, my physical health. Like, what can I do to keep moving forward? For me yesterday, we've been going kind of crazy. Jojo's molars are popping out, so he's like a hot mess. He's rude. He's mean. I can't even stand him right now. And he's just rude. And we've been in the house, and then me and my husband started picking fights with one another. And I was just kind of like, let's get out of the house. And it was the best thing that we did. It was like a burden to get out, honestly. We had 3 kids, a dog, a stroller. They wanted to bring their tennis rackets. They wanted to walk like maybe half a mile, a little more than half a mile to the park that we went to. It was daunting, and it sucked, honestly, to walk there with all that crap. But once we got there, I got into a place like, okay, I get to do something for myself. I'm gonna jog around these tennis courts right now while these kids run crazy. And it just set a really great intention. Yeah, I was exhausted by the end of the night, but it turned out to be a really great blessing. So get into the mindset of whenever you start to get into those negative thought patterns, I don't want to do this workout, it's too early for this, I'm so sore, I don't want to do this. Whenever you start to feel those things, first of all, stop it, but then frame it into a different way. Oh my God, I don't want to do this workout, I'm so sore. Like when those excuses start to get in your head, say, I am sore because my body is working. I am sore because I'm firing muscles that haven't been fired in quite some time, but that's okay because that means I'm getting stronger. I am sore because I took the time for myself to do something that's going to make my body feel good. So sore today, feeling good tomorrow, right? I know it sounds simple. I promise you, with practice and over time and with reminders, you're going to get there. You're going to get to a point where your fitness is like brushing your teeth. For me personally, my feet, when I get up, I get dressed, I go straight to the kitchen, I grab my shaker bottle, and I start shaking up my Energize. It's just intrinsic, and it's routine, and it's just like when you start to make your way to the shower, you get in the shower, you make sure you have a towel, you make sure you have your shampoo. Like, it is just like that. And I promise you guys, if you stick to it, it's going to become intrinsic and it's going to become second nature. And you're also going to start to self-motivate and self-coach. And that's the whole point of this, right? You want to be self-sufficient. You want it to be, you're in it for sustainability and longevity, not just this 100 days, because this 100 days is going to be bomb. I promise you guys, as long as you guys stick here with us and you stay the course and you go at your own pace, your 100 days is going to fly by and it's going to be freaking amazing. But we want you to be self-sufficient after that. We want you to self-motivate when needed after that, because we don't want you just to disappear and then you gain the weight back or you go back to your old habits. We want you guys here for the long run. And it's with those small tweaks in your own mental kind of way that you're talking to yourself that you guys are going to get there. Okay? So that was 15 minutes of me talking. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm here to answer anything. I know that there were some questions versus like, are we treating it as a 100-day program? Are we treating it as a 100 workout program? Honestly, it's a personal choice. I know I'm like one ahead now just because I decided after Freestyle Flow, I did lit cardio right after because I had a little bit more in the tank. You guys can choose to do that. I know Maggie was doing like touching some of the 21-day fix workouts. That's totally fine. I've seen other coaches like on some recovery days, they want to do size. Like, do what you want to do as long as you get those 100 workouts in. I don't mind at all. We're actually going to have a new wave of challengers being added to the group, and they're starting on the 12th. So everyone's going to be, you know, like, it's cool that we're all doing the same program, but you don't need to be like in uniformity with the actual days. As long as you do the workouts, we don't mind. Do you guys have any questions? No? Cool. Did you guys find this helpful at all? Okay, cool. So if you guys have any one-off questions in regards to like specific food items, I know I had Samantha asking me about what peanut butter are you using, what bread, do you eat bread? I'm like, yes. She's like, do you eat pasta? And I said, yeah, but I don't eat the traditional kind of like enriched pasta in the store. I was at Safeway today and they have a chickpea, it's called Banza, and it's a chickpea pasta. And then I've also found, and I've heard about this from my keto friends, it's an edamame pasta, which I'm super excited about. I don't know the brand, so I'll take some pictures of those items and I'll show them to you guys. At Trader Joe's, I found a pasta that was spinach and chives. So it was like green and it was really delicious, and I made it with some shrimp. So if you guys have any questions, like there's no dumb questions. So let me know if you guys have any questions on that, or any questions on anything else pretty much. But I want to see some side-by-side 1 week pictures. So if you guys can take some of those and start posting them in the groups, we can cheer you guys on. That would be great. I posted mine. I'm super excited about the progress that we've made. And I'm excited to see more. So I love you guys. Have a great Sunday. Recording for this call will be up. I hope you guys found some value in it. Very small tweaks in your vocabulary to yourself is going to make such a big difference. You guys are strong. You guys are powerful. You are here for a reason. So remember why you're here and why you're doing this. It's not just to be pretty and be skinny. Like, we're here to be strong. We're here to be for our families, and we're here to show them a very positive example. So you're here. We love you, and I'll see you guys on the app. Bye, guys.